Hey everybody, good morning. I want to do a real estate market update for our buyer and seller clients. The market has changed. It has changed really a good amount in the last couple of weeks, and it's to be expected. Bad news for sellers, it's not as much of a seller's market now. Good news for buyers, it's a bit more of a buyer's market. Now, don't get me wrong. We didn't suddenly go from seller's market to buyer's market. That hasn't happened. It's still a seller's market, so I don't want to confuse people. But I want to talk to you about why this happens, and I want to talk to you about how we predict it every year. And every year, like clockwork, it happens, and it has happened over the last about 10 days. So see this graph here that we have in one of our blogs on our website where it talks about, I think the name of the blog is, Don't Worry Buyers, This Won't Last Forever, okay? And if you look at this, it talks about how the quantity of sellers in the winter and the early spring is low, and the quantity of buyers is substantially higher. And as we get closer to summer, those two get closer to each other. When we get to the end of summer, we end up with more sellers than buyers. Why does that happen? Well, think about it. In the winter, after the first of the year, everybody comes out with a New Year's resolution to buy a home. So there's, say, and I'm going to use hypothetical numbers, 50,000 people that want to buy a home, that say, I'm going to buy a home this spring, okay? And for sellers, especially early spring, late winter, there's only 10,000 people that say, I'm going to list my home for sale. And that's why the quantity of buyers is substantially higher, and that is why we see so many bidding wars. But as we get deeper into the season, okay, more homes get listed and more buyers find homes. So the amount of buyers dips a bit, the amount of sellers increases. You guys follow me? That's how the market works. And now that we're in the part of the year that inventory is doing nothing but increasing, we're seeing this a lot. So take a look here. Back in the winter, the lowest point, it looks like middle of January, 10,675 homes for sale in Massachusetts. Today, 16,500 or 700 homes on the market. Now there's more to choose from. Again, not a buyer's market, but a bit more towards the buyer's market and a bit less of a strong seller's market. So if you are a seller, what does that mean to you? That means you have to be realistic with your pricing. Don't just look around at your neighbor's homes and say, well, that guy sold for 400, that one sold for 450, I want 500 because my home's better and those sold for more. No, you have to remember, when did that person list their home for sale? If they listed their home for sale in February or March, when there was substantially less homes on the market, that was why they were able to create a bidding war and sell their home for more. So that's something you really need to keep in mind. Now, if you're a buyer, be happy. It's getting easier. It's not a ton easier. There's still bidding wars. There's still probably more buyers than sellers, but the difference isn't as strong. It's a little more like this, okay, where there's more buyers than sellers, but in the spring it was like that. Now maybe it's like that, okay? If you're a buyer, be happy, be excited, but be reasonable. Don't suddenly think that, oh, now I don't have to pay what a home is worth. We're not in that market. So be excited about it. Go after the home you want. When you see what you like, go after it. Get yourself ready to strike. You know, use your agent to get the property, but don't get crazy. And I said that a month ago to sellers. I said, don't get crazy with your pricing. So as an example, I'm talking about large numbers here when I say 16,700 homes in the market as opposed to 10,000 in January. Now I want to break it down by town, and I'm just going to happen to use the towns that we have offices in because they are spaced around the state kind of in a way that covers each region. Waltham, right here, okay? Today there's 55 homes for sale. In March, there were 17. 90 days ago today, 17 homes in the market. That's a substantial difference. That's 3.5 times the amount of homes for sale than there was back in March. Take Westford, for example. There were 32 homes on the market in March. Now there's 52. Woburn, 30 homes on the market 90 days ago. Now there's 53. Worcester, 235 homes on the market. Worcester's a city, compared to 344 now. Norwood, 20 homes on the market 90 days ago, 35 today. So every single one of these towns has substantially more homes on the market, which gives buyers more to choose from and gives sellers more to compete with, okay? So please keep this in mind as you navigate, buying or selling or whatever you're trying to achieve. moving forward here, and know that as we get closer to summer, well, we're about at summer, but deeper into summer, that difference will come even closer together. So I hope that helps you understand the market. I hope it helps you understand what's to come. Obviously, if you have questions, we're here to help you out. Reach out to us anytime. Thank you very much and have a great day.